Good morning. It's been a kind of a whirlwind morning this morning. It's Thursday. Forgot the date. April 8th, I think. Anyway, I know it's Thursday. Finally got my package with my shoes and my sleeping bag in. I went up to got shuttled to Weary Feet Hostel, and the host there, Purple Haze, suggested that I could slack pack because I got a late start this morning. I could slack pack from Highway 608 back to the Weary Feet Hostel, which is what I'm doing, or actually northbound to them. This is mile marker 605.2. So I'm going from here. It's about 5.2 miles back to Weary Feet. And then tomorrow I'll go back to Brushy Mountain Outpost and do that 12 or so miles back to Highway 608, which is where I'm at right now. And then get picked up and go back to Weary Feet tomorrow night. And so I will be finishing this 18 miles in two parts, 5 something of it today and then the rest of it tomorrow. So that's what's happening, and fixing to hit the trail, go across that little wooden bridge. It's been wet and rainy for a day or so, and it's supposed to rain some more today, so I have my rain jacket on, and so gonna go as far as I can. Well, going to all the way to Weary Feet because I have to, and try to stay dry today and see what's out there. So I'll video what's out there. All right, let's get going. Well, this is what the trail looks like. Going uphill. All the leaves are damp, trail's damp. Gonna be a little slick in places today, so I have to really watch my step. So we'll keep climbing. I think this is basically the only climb I have this morning. We shall see. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning, so we'll see how long it takes me to do this 5 miles. Hopefully just a couple hours. All right. Well, and just when I stopped to take my raincoat off because I was getting hot and sweaty, it starts to sprinkle hard. So I pulled my umbrella out, kept my rain jacket off. I'll stay dry this way. All right, let's keep going. And this is what the trail looks like as I'm still climbing up a little bit. It's not too hard to climb though. Yeah, just came through that rock scramble. Finally got up on the ridge, been climbing, I think it's about 2 miles I've been climbing, 1.5 miles anyway. And raining on and off, sprinkling right now. I got my umbrella out, stay dry. I took my rain jacket off because it was hot. So now I'm hiking with my trekking poles and my umbrella in my hand. Anyway, it's wet and damp. I believe it was a good decision to slack pack today and get some miles in. Other than that, I'd just be sitting around the hostel doing nothing, twiddling my thumbs, I guess. So glad I'm doing this, getting some miles in, even if it's on a wet, rainy day. It's cool too, it's like 41. So it's a cold rain, falling off the trees and all too. Anyway, going downhill a little bit. Haven't been able to film much because it's been a pretty good climb. But that's the way the Appalachian Trail is. A pretty good climb, then a downhill. When you get to a gap between mountains, you gotta climb the next mountain. So it's a down, up all the time. Oh, and here's a fact that I don't know if I've stated yet. From Georgia, Springer Mountain in Georgia, all the way to Mount Katahdin in Maine, the amount of elevation climb that you do is the same as climbing Mount Everest 16 times. I always thought that was pretty impressive to hear that. So the amount of elevation climb that you do, the entire trail of the Appalachian Trail from Georgia to Maine, is like climbing Mount Everest 16 times. That's a lot of climbing. All right, here we go. The trail hasn't changed much. Just all these little rocks that you have to walk around or through or step over or on. Kind of like a rock maze. Some of them bigger than others. A few roots scattered in. Just a slow go though, because they're slick also. Thought my eyes were blurry a while ago. A little bit of fog or clouds or whatever. You can see a little bit ahead. Fog through the trees. Looking ahead, I see a bunch more of the same trail. Rocks and roots. Well, you never know how far you've come till you stop and check. So I've now gone 2 miles. And a little over three to go. So that happened pretty quick, or quicker than I thought, because I've been climbing most of the time. And going through these little rocks and stuff, it really slows you down. Up on the ridge at the moment, you see kind of how the terrain drops off to the right, and a little wider that way, but it drops off over that way too. Anyway, gonna have to put this away so I don't trip over these rocks. Well, I do believe these blooms will be turning into blackberries in the future. Both sides of the trail. So what it looks like. Well, got away from the bigger rocks for a minute. Can move a little faster. And they're back. The rocks. And they're gone again. That's how the trail changes all the time. Well, got off the ridge and now I'm headed down again. So, don't know how far, but go where the trail leads. There's a white blaze. Hey, you can see the trail behind me, that's where I came from. Just want to stop a second and give a shout out to my sister Sharon and her friend Kay. Today's Thursday, so that means concerts in the park tonight, I believe. So hopefully y'all get to ride the golf cart to the concert this evening and enjoy your time together. So again, hey to Sharon and Kay. Later. Well, the trail hasn't changed much. Still leveled and going down a little bit, but I believe I only got about a mile left to get back to the hostel where I left this morning. Got shuttled up to VA608, and anyway, no views. Open and field area, at least out of the edge of the woods, it looks like. Not too far from Weary Feet Hostel. See the little meadow I'm hiking through, the trail. Pretty good sized hill. I'm gonna call that a hill, not a mountain off to the right there. Right here at the Blue Blaze, turn right to go to the Weary Feet and got a better view. See the clouds, and they're raining all on and off with me this morning. Right now it's not raining. Well, you come down off the AT on a Blue Blaze, it's maybe a quarter of a mile down to Virginia 42 here. And then you cross right over, and that's the Weary Feet driveway right over there. Well, here is the Weary Feet Hiker Hostel. It's another buildings over here. I'll show you some other places in a little while. There's a river flowing right down there. That's green grass. It's actually a farm and a hostel. Did not know that, but it makes sense. There's the front of it. I'll go around the side in a minute. Now this is the inside of Weary Feet. This is usually a private room, but she said it's gonna be a full house tonight, so she gave me a pic of the original. There's two queens up here and one single, and so I chose that one because the mattress is a little lower to the ground. Anyway, here's the stairways coming up. Private back that way, and then here's the bunk room that I was in. I was in that lower bunk over there. Anyway, this is sleep 2, 4, maybe 6 in here. All right, I'll do downstairs later. This is the entryway, going upstairs to the bedrooms. All right, kitchen area. Lower kitchen area. Laundry area, loaner clothes. Towels, slat packing, all that here. Here's a common seating area and coffee. They have TV. Place to hang out. This is where you put your dirty laundry and you clean, pick up. And I'll show the showers. They're out to bunkhouse outside. It's the outside of the bathhouse, and got a big common area to sit outside when it's warmer. It's like a chicken coop in there, some lawnmowers, and there's the back of the hostel. It's a real nice place. I think she told me it was built in 1890, originally the house was, so. All right, so here's the showers. They are outside, or under the shed here, but built in, enclosed. There are 2, 3 of them. Pretty neat. Another wash basin here. Guess you can brush your teeth and all that as well. And if you need the potty, 2 outhouses out here. There's a potty, and the house only has 1 bathroom though, with no shower. So anyway, I see free roaming chickens out here. I think looks like they got a nice little fire pit area too. So yeah, it's a real nice place. This is some of the view surrounding the place. Nice. And a chicken. More chickens. Alright, today's recap. I got to Weary Feet Hostel this morning, shuttled by Chuck from our Big Walker Hotel here, where Purple Haze, the proprietor here, talked to me about slack packing opportunities. So I decided to do a short slack pack today in rainy, damp weather. I started at Virginia 608. Which is at mile marker 605.2, and I went to the Blue Blaze that takes off from the Appalachian Trail to come to the Weary Feet, and where I left the AT, I was at 610.1, which means I did a 4.9 mile slack pack today. So did get some miles in, even though the weather was bad. So I hope everybody's having a great day, and we'll talk to you later.